So this here is my dad's, well, it's mine now. I bought it off of him, but it's a John Deere 455 with a Yanmar 3-cylinder diesel. So recently, it had been sitting in my garage for several months because I primarily use it for pushing snow. I wanted to do some cleanup work outside on a project I had where I had to dig out the back of the house and try to get water away. As I'm putting the dirt in, I'll use this to kind of do some fine work to level it out. Got out there, was using it, hit some hard clay, kind of jumped the tractor a little bit, and it went pa-pa-pa-pa. It died. And then after that, I could not get fuel. I thought for sure that because it had been sitting, it had dirt in the tank that got kind of, stirred up, and it sucked some dirt either through the fuel sending unit, which is right here. I thought, well, it's done burnt the pump up because it was suffocating for fuel for a second there. That was possible. I thought maybe it got my injectors. I thought maybe my fuel filter down here was plugged, but as you can see, it's been perfectly red, no water. There's a ring on the bottom that's supposed to lift up if there's water present. I had my dad over here after they quit running. My neighbor Jeff and me was looking at it. It would run and then die afterwards. After it initially wouldn't run at all. So I limped it before it died completely, which was smart. Got it back here. Dad came over. We spent 3 hours trying different things. Meanwhile, I finally went to Google, as people will say. I Googled it, watched a bunch of videos, got me a little closer in trying to understand how this fuel comes in. I was told, one guy said it comes in the top. He was wrong. I discovered this morning because after I finally figured it out, I've had the whole thing apart. I had to take the whole casing off this thing to get to the sending unit. That was helpful with finding out that it does have a sending unit. Anyways, it ended up, guys, being this right here was loose and had a bad connection. And it fell out, and I had picked it up and plugged it into one of these there's several connectors here that go to this tractor for different things. And I think it ended up getting plugged into something else. But the thing was, I kept tracing my voltage all the way back to here, and I couldn't get voltage when I turned the key. I could get voltage on one side, but not until I kept wondering why I had a voltage drop. And I was trying to do reading, and my dad even called John Deere and talked to the guy, and he was insistent you had to get at least 12 volts back to here. I could get 6, but not 12. It was weird. But anyways, I saw this the other day, and I thought, I took it apart, looked inside, and seen that it was kind of gnarly looking, cleaned it up, put it in, turned the key, had voltage back here. I thought, hot damn, we're going the right direction. Initially, when I hooked it up, fuel pump didn't do nothing. So I thought, well, fuel pump's still burned up. I cleaned the screen out, took it in and out a couple times, took a screwdriver, kind of scratched a little bit, the blade connectors, hooked it up. Guess what? She started singing. And guess what I got now? Which is glorious, y'all. And I'm so proud of myself. I ain't trying to brag, but damn if I didn't stay with it. Watch this. Look at that, baby! Yeah.